Yes, sir. Good to see you.
All right. Hey guys, this is Coach Marcus here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome to another edition of our Franchise Factor training. We do this every Wednesday evening at 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. We do record it and it is posted on the One Team, One Dream YouTube channel. So if you guys have any members who want to get this information, just make sure you share the replay with them so they can go ahead and watch this and take notes. But appreciate you guys being here. We do this every Wednesday night at one team, one dream hangout.com. We shouldn't need a passcode. It is embedded in the website link, but if you need one, it's simply go one team, all lowercase. So we have an event coming up. It's called the Defend the Dream Conference in Las Vegas, Nevada, in less than 3 months from now. That's time's going by fast, but it's the weekend of January 11th through the 13th. The picture here was of the people who were in Nashville, Tennessee that went to the Parthenon. And some of you guys who are on the Zoom, you guys are in the picture. And that was a really fun event. And so I encourage you guys. I know in-person tickets are sold out. And so if you guys have any team members that want to attend, we do have online tickets available, and there is a wait list for people who would like to attend in line. So you can reach out to Coach Will to find out where to send the funds for the online tickets and also to get on the wait list. But our events are always fun. I mean, it seems like they keep getting better and better and more emotionally impactful, and we're having more and more people who are stepping up and sharing. I know Miriam shared, Coach Seymour shared, and this is great seeing everyone's growth with their personal development and professional development show up at these events, and we have a lot of fun. All right, so I want to congratulate people. Anyone who has achieved any commission milestones, if it's your first commission, that's great. I think Shay yesterday had her first sale, and so congratulations to her. I don't know if she's on here tonight. I know Merrim is her sponsor, her support team, not sponsor. But we congratulated her last night on last night's training. But even if you made your first $50 or your next $1,000, whatever it is, congratulations. And also we want to congratulate anyone who achieved any rank milestones, whether it's executive with HBN or the bronze consultant with Gold Asana. That's still a huge achievement. Also want to congratulate Tina Anthony Stone. It's their anniversary today. I saw it on their son's Facebook page today. I think they've been married 48 years, so congratulations on that. That's a huge milestone, and it takes a lot of commitment and sacrifice and effort to stay married for that long. Right? So congratulations to you and Anthony, Tina. Appreciate you guys. Coach Will, he's a published author. He has 2 books specific for network marketing. So the one on the left, Making Your First Million. In network marketing, that's for newbies, right? People who are just getting their feet wet in this profession. Then we recommend everyone read that. And then for the more experienced people, or if you've been involved in the profession and you want to get more of the nuts and bolts, you want to read the Hidden Empire. And they both are available on his Facebook page. Just look up Will Zanders. He has a link that goes to the website where you can purchase each of those books. Very good books, and you're going to read them more than once because you're always going to glean something different from each time you reread it. And for those of you who are here, if you guys have read the book or are reading the book, just feel free to comment and just share, how it's helped you grow. And the great thing about it is a lot of information that are in the books are what we teach on Sundays, on Tuesdays, and on Wednesdays. So we just really wanted to pour out, and I appreciate Coach Will for the books. Great books. And so Franchise Factor, this is something we put together, myself, Coach Will, and a couple other leaders that were with us at that time. And this was during the pandemic, the first year. It was 2021. We started this, and people were still quarantined, and wearing mask mandates were going on. But HBN grew by over 300% during the pandemic, right? And so we had a lot of people. I made something too big on my screen. Let me minimize something. We had a lot of people hit six figures, five figures, six figures very fast during that time. And so we initially had what's called six steps to six figures training, and that training was good, but it was long. And one of our agreements was to change it from six steps to six figures to seven steps to seven figures training once one person earned seven figures by following what we teach. So Coach Will was the first one to do it. And so that's when we changed it. And after that, we reevaluated information and wanted to put something, have a format where it was broken up and it was something people can learn it, do it, and teach it similar to similar to how franchises, train their franchisees, right? They have their particular way of doing businesses like McDonald's or Subway. Of years ago, my wife and I bought a commercial cleaning franchise. They gave us a manual, and we had to adhere to the manual when it came to cleaning and doing the business. And so we wanted to have something in place that would make it easier for people to join us and plug in, right? So we focus on, providing unified, duplicatable training systems. Okay, so this is, we believe in the lost art of network marketing is teaching people to teach people to teach people. Because when you look at social media now, it's pretty much people sign up and then they go posting on Facebook or TikTok or Instagram, join my team, buy my products, or they message you, immediately to sign up with them. And so that is not sustainable. Okay. And so we wanted to have a system that was unified where most people can do it if they wanted to do it, that was also duplicatable, right? Because this is a system. And remember, in this business, people aren't duplicatable. Systems are what can be duplicated. And so just look at basketball. Like there's only been one Michael Jordan, right? The Bulls haven't been good since, I mean, well, they were kind of good, but they haven't won a championship since Michael Jordan left, right? There's only one LeBron James. Okay, as much as they want Bronny to be like his dad, that's not going to happen. So, but systems can be duplicated, and that's what we have here. We also focus on providing sequential learning. We don't teach out of order. Just like when we learn how to spell, when we learn how to read, right? We had to learn how to pronounce our vowels, identify vowels, and plural words, con consonants, right? In math, we had to learn, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, right? We had to learn all that in order. We do the same thing here, except we focus on mindset and skill set training because that is what you're going to need to be successful. And many of you guys who have been plugging into our trainings are seeing the fruit of the work you've put in. Okay, and next we have resources and repetition. So our trainings, they may change every week on Sundays or Tuesdays or on Wednesdays, but the content is pretty much the same. It's geared toward helping to enhance people's mindset and skill set. So we believe in what is repeated is remembered, and what is remembered is repeated. And so that is something that has led to our organization and people who aren't even in our organization that plug into what we're teaching to have success. And Franchise Factor is the only one where it pretty much repeats the information, according to week. Week one is part one, week two is part two, week three is part three, week four is part four in a month. So if there's 4 Wednesdays in the month, that's how we do it. Then there's the fifth Wednesday, that'll be like an extra topic thing. Next week, I want to show you guys what I've been doing to come up with the content for the video series I've been doing on black soil, right? Using GPT. It's great. Save you guys a whole lot of time. All right, then we have the percentages. We have the 70%ers. Let me close my blinds. The sun is right in my face. So we have the 70%ers, right? Those are the people that, they're going to join your business and they're going to quit, okay? Because, insurance company statistics tell us that 70% of people are going to die broke, okay? So that means 7 out of 10 people, are going to die broke. And so that applies to your business. When people sign up with you and they tell you they want to make all this money and do well with the business, Coach Seymour has know someone that tells them he's going to attend all the training and do all this, never shows up, and then struggles, right? And so that is what happens with your business. We just want to be real with you guys and let you know that when people fall off and quit, don't take it personal. It wasn't you, it was them. They weren't ready. Okay. The three percenters, they'll be successful, right? Because they're charismatic. They do, they create the training. They maybe have a system that works for them, right? And they're not teachable because they have their own way of doing things. They won't attend any of our trainings on Sunday, on Tuesdays, on Mondays. They won't attend that, or on Wednesday. They won't attend any of our calls or Zooms because it's all about them. Okay, and so they have their group of people who follows them. So the three percenters are the ones you typically see going from company to company to company. It could be every 1 year, every 2 years, right? Once all the fast start dries out or the company changes something, they're on to the next deal. And the 70 percenters are the people that are the ones that follow the three percenters. Okay. Then we have everyone else is the 27 percenters, which is all of us here, right? You guys are here reading the books. Thank you, Jessica and Marion, for commenting on how Will's books have helped. I mean, it's like having your own personal coach, Will, right? When if you ever can't reach them, right? A lot of the information is in his books, right? But the 27 percenters, you guys are the ones who follow the system, and you get in, plug in, stay in, right? That's what we teach here. So because we're growing, and it's free to sign up, right? That barrier to joining is non-existent because with both companies, you can join for free. With HBN, you can actually earn 10% commissions as a free member. Because we're growing so fast, we're growing and people are liking the opportunity. They like the products. They have their own way of doing things, maybe their own system that differs from what we teach. That's perfectly fine. We don't want to make anyone feel they have to join GoldAsana or HBN and do what we teach, right? They don't have to do that. We don't want to step on anybody's toes. They can ignore us and go out there and build their business their way. But if what they're doing is not working, okay, and they're not seeing success, or they want to learn a different way, they by all means, these trainings are open to anyone in the company. Matter of fact, we have people in different network marketing companies that join our trainings or watch our replays because they're public on YouTube, and they use our training to train their teams. It's funny, right? And so for people who don't know, this is as a new member orientation. Green Organics is our parent company. Green Organics is the company that sends us our Visa debit card. When you make your withdrawal through Pay Quicker, your email is going to come from Green Organics telling you your money is in your Pay Quicker account. Okay. And so what separates us is the fact that the products literally work. Okay. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to order the Para-Cleanse and the heavy metal detox, heavy metal detox and toxin cleanse product. That I've used the Para-Cleanse product. It's amazing. It doesn't taste the best. It'll grow on you as far as its flavor, but it works. And it's gentle on your digestive system. So we have products that work here, and we have a very aggressive pay plan that's very rewarding. Now, how the companies are separated, we have GoldAsana, which are the primarily personal care products and some household products. We have the Go-Go Sticks, which are cosmetics. That's what they're considered. Then you have the household products with the deodorant, with the laundry detergent and the hard surface cleaner. The Jessica shared on Monday how the protector clean her shoes, right? Then we have personal care products, the deodorant, the tooth powder, the hair and body bars, the bath bombs, Glorious beauty serum for the skin, and Main Glow. And our deodorant is so good. I don't know if you guys are like me. When you get to the bottom of it, to that little plastic part, I dig it out. I took a little tool in the bathroom and scraped it all out and just rubbed into my armpits. I don't let that deodorant go to waste. But then we have the essential oils, and we have black seed oil with GoldAsana. HBN is primary. Dr. Dorothy used every bit. I use every bit. And HBN is primarily supplements and superfoods. There is another product coming next week, guys. Another one. So from on the HBN side, so that'll be what 3 products in 2 weeks, and then I think there's one more coming after that. I think, and so it's amazing. All right, so that's what I like about what we have here. Alexandra is a great formulator, and Paul is an awesome CEO. All right, so write down this quote or memorize it. This is my business and I am making it work. Okay, we used to say I am going to make it work, but that put it into the future. We want to make it present tense. So I am making it work, and so that's what that is what we believe. And if you have a sponsor that has ghosted you, but other people have a sponsor that ghosted them and they've been successful, they made their business work, right? Or if you have a sponsor who doesn't email you, doesn't reach out to you, doesn't connect with you, doesn't plug you in, but other people have that same sponsor and they're still successful, they made their business work, right? And so three more in total coming. It's crazy what's coming, yeah. And then the popsicle stick. Oh, you use a popsicle stick, Douglas. Yeah. So write that down, guys, or memorize that statement anytime you're feeling like your business is at a standstill. This is my business, and I am making it work. Our vision is bring the power of plants to the people of the world, right? We're not knocking medicine, but we like plant-based products that work. We're also about facilitating financial independence. So we put people in a position to where they can become financially independent from a job if that's what they want. Okay. And we also are about personal growth. And you guys have heard this. They say we are a personal and professional development company disguised as a network marketing company. And just from you guys who are here, seeing your growth, with Miriam, doing the newbie corner and doing, hosting presentations on the Detox Divas. Jessica does that. Coach Seymour, his growth where, he was reluctant to be public, with training and stuff. Now on Tuesdays, he does a training and seeing so many of you guys grow, even with your content on social media, where we're all about that. Jobs aren't paying you to grow personally, right? They're paying you to do your job to further the interests of your job, right? That's not what happens here. Our mission is to capture 1% of the $6.8 trillion health and wellness industry. By the end of this year, it's going to be $7.3 trillion. Okay, so a lot of people who are with us, who plug into our trainings, who consistently apply the information and are building their business, sitting in seats that could be worth annual incomes of $100,000 or more a year. Some people are going to even be here long enough and be consistent, building their success team. Some people are going to earn over $100,000 a month part-time, right? Our model is dream, fight, win. You must have a dream you're willing to fight for. And as long as you don't give up and quit, you're going to come out with the win. That's why your 20 reasons why, your top 4 and your 4 pictures, your collage are important, right? That's going to help you not give up and quit. So these are the 4 parts. So last week was part 3. Okay. We're going to do part 4 today, but we did part 1 will be the first Wednesday in November. Part 2 will be the next Wednesday. Part 3 will be the following Wednesday, and then part 4 will be the 4th Wednesday in November. So that's where what we're doing tonight. All right. So this is the new member orientation. So the purpose of these trainings is for our members to learn the new member orientation so you can teach it, because you might sign somebody up on Thursday and you don't want them to wait until Sunday or Tuesday or Wednesday to start their training, right? You want to either just do a mini orientation with them, just go through the process with them, send them one of the replays, but you want to know it so you can teach it. And then you want to also put them in a position to where they're learning it, they're doing it, and they're teaching it. So if you can have this down to 3 generations, right, in your organization, you guys will see your business explode, because the lost art in network marketing is teaching people to teach people to teach people, right? You do that, I'm telling you guys, you'll see your business grow. And then, we talk about launching your business, okay? And so we have a strategy that works. It's been working since Will joined the business. That was a strategy he used. I didn't use that strategy. My strategy was doing Facebook Lives every day. And my message was always, it's free to join, no purchase necessary to earn commissions. I did that every single day for about almost 6 months. Right. Will I do that strategy again? No. But back then, my followers, I had a different Facebook page, and my followers, I had more followers. And so, but we have a specific strategy that's duplicatable because most people can do it if they want to do it. Not everyone feels comfortable doing the Facebook Live. Okay, we don't understand that. So, as far as the new member orientation process, right? So this is basically going through the first three trainings. So you create your 20 reasons why, right? Those are your strong mental and emotional barriers to exit that are greater than the obstacle you have to overcome to win. For those of you who are in, we have a group, and we're encouraged to read our 20 reasons why several times throughout the day and some other stuff. And I look at mine every morning and then midday and then at night. And then you have the what hurts you board. And it's called the why board. So that is should be made first, right? And your what hurts you board are things that hurt you that you can't do. Like, for example, say your kids or your grandkids or your parents, they want something financially, but you can't afford to do it because you don't have the funds to pay for it, right? Things like that, right? So you what hurts you board is something, and we like to use this as our leadership test. Like when someone joins, if they say they want to build a business, right? You want to say, okay, well, I need you to sit down and make a list of your 20 reasons why, and then identify your top four and make your what hurt you board. But send me your list of your 20 reasons why, and give them a time frame to do it. Okay, and if they don't do it within that time frame, they failed the leadership test, right? And then, next we talk about is placing. Now, if they fail a leadership test, it doesn't mean that they can't have a makeup exam, right? I've had people who I've given that assignment to, and they've taken 2 weeks to send me their 20 reasons why. They got it done, but it was late. But some people need more time to think about these specific items that are on their 20 reasons why list. All right. Next is you're placing your appropriate initial order and using the BEST system. Okay, and the BEST is an acronym. System is also an acronym we use, but you place your appropriate initial order. We recommend 100 CV with HPN and either 50 BV or 100 BV with Gold Asana, and it should process on the first of the month via AutoShip, just because of the benefits you get by having your order placed via AutoShip, the discount with HPN and the cash back, and having the order placed at the beginning of the month allows you to be able to focus on building your business. All right. And then we talked about the next training. Part two was we talked about getting familiar with the resources and tools at your disposal, and then building your belief, okay, in the industry of network marketing, the company, right? And as far as the leadership, the formulator, and then just and the pay plan, right? So that's important. And then building your belief in the products, right? We have so many product testimonials, and I want to give you guys a quick tip. On Monday nights, when you guys are listening to the testimonials, call or Zoom, whether you're live or watching a replay, take notes, right, of the different testimonials people are sharing, and then use those as content for your social media or wherever. Use that and share their stories. Like I posted on yesterday, I posted about Mimi, who came off of her T3 medication after using one of our products. Okay, and I've had people reach out to me asking me which product did she use, because she dealt with hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's disease, and her doctor took her off of the T3 medication after she started using Ocean Vitality, right? So you build your belief in the products by listening to testimonials and also having your own testimonials, okay? And then you build your belief in yourself. That is what leadership. One of our roles is to help you, build your belief in yourself. Okay, and so it's not for leaders to boss you around. None of us are employees. We are all independent contractors, but we're here to put our belief we have into you, right? Like if when Coach Will made $1 million, I'm like, we know if you know what, if he can do it, I can do it. He said, Coach Marcus, you're next, right? If Coach Steph can make 2 million, okay, well, I know Coach Will can make his two, I'm going to make two. And I truly have that belief for all you guys here, right? So you build your belief in the method you're using to build the business. And there's several different ways to build the business. You know, there's t-shirts, there's buttons, there's social media, which I use primarily social media because I'm at home. But you can use your car, advertise with your vehicles, drop cards, all kinds of ways, right, for you to build your bit business. But just believe in the method you're using, and try not to be someone that's jumping around changing methods all the time. Like if you believe in wearing buttons, like Marion wears buttons, Coach Seymour wears buttons, other people I see, Coach Will wears buttons, rock it, wear your button. And then if you want to add something else to it, do that. Like I wear buttons and t-shirts at the same time sometimes, right? So just I wear a t-shirt. I get a lot of questions about my t-shirts. The last week, two people approached me about my Black Seal Oil t-shirt. I ended up giving away 2 bottles, one to each per person for them to try. But just believe the method. The last thing is believe, we're helping people. Okay. And that's where we are in the people helping business. And then the next training, part 3, was about creating your preliminary candidate list of 20 to 50 people. Don't do anything with that list. And then because when you launch a business, you're going to go hot market, warm market, social media. And then we talked about mastering the art of the invite, and then learning how to present the business in a way that duplicates, which is third-party validation. So that's using the videos. That could be a 3-way chat or a 3-way call, right? Something where you're not the one sharing the information. You want to use third-party validation. All right, so launching your business. Okay. All right, so let people know you are in business, right? Don't be a secret agent. Okay. When you look at new restaurants or new stores that open, you receive flyers in the mail. You see signage on the side of the road, right? And they're letting people know they are in business. And so we do the same thing. Okay. So on social media, since a lot of people are on social media, especially Facebook. Facebook could be its own country. I did some research today because I wanted to see what the what the perfect demographic is for our health and wellness products, and I gave an age range from age 40 on up. Okay, using ChatGPT. Facebook is the perfect marketplace for what we offer, right? And so you do it with a business. You want to announce your business. Okay. This is how you launch. Okay. So first, before you do that, you're going to have your text. Now we have a sample text. You guys can use that. Tina and Anthony wear t-shirts and buttons too. So you have your business announcement text. You have your business announcement post. This is on Facebook primarily. Okay. And then, okay, you have your business announcement story. I like stories because when you make a product post or business opportunity post as a story, you can see who views your stories before they expire. Make a list of those names, and those are people you can contact, just to establish rapport with them, see what they're up to, things like that, and then eventually get to where you ask them what they've been up to, and then they're going to ask you what you've been up to. That opens up the door, right, to let them know what you've been up to. And then you post a reel. Okay. So we have a text, right? The text is going to go to those 20 to 50 people who are in your hot market. Okay. Warm market is going to be where social media people are at. So hot market, warm market, social media. So this is the sample text, or a text similar to this. So we're talking about HBN, okay? And you can customize it to the way you communicate with people, the way you talk. But hey, first name, I just launched my own online health and wellness store. If I sent you my website link, would you do me a favor and support my business by placing a one-time trial order for anything on the website? Can I count on you? right? This is a text most people can send to 20 to 50 people in their hot market list who are contacts on their phone, just asking for the support. But you can message them, right? If it's social media, if you guys are Facebook friends, you can text them on your phone or you can call them. Okay. If you want to launch Goldasana, similar message, except you just change it from health and wellness store to household and personal care store. Okay, we just keep it simple. Another message you can have for people where you're not going to ask them to buy anything, right, or join. You're simply going to ask them, "Hey, first name, can you send this website link to anyone you know that's open to making extra money part time?" Something like that. I like using that message sometimes because people are nosy, right? You're not asking them to look at the link. You're just asking them to share the link with anyone they know. So what's going to happen when you send that message to somebody, just asking them if they can share your website link with anyone they know wanting to make extra money or wanting to lose weight, whatever link you send, what are they going to do, right? They're going to look at your website link, and sometimes they may sign up. Sometimes they may order, right? They're going to look at it, but with that technique there, you didn't ask them to buy or join anything. So that takes the pressure off you. Just ask them to share. All right, so check it out. So on the Goldasana side, if you want to be specific and have someone order a specific product, like now we have our go-go sticks, right? You can change this to a go-go stick, but this was one we used when we had our sweet orange, right? The oil of the month. So, hey, first name, I hope you're well. I have access to a custom essential oil blend. We have access to a custom essential oil nasal inhaler blend, right? That's called Focus Fuel, right? Or your favorite stick. And you can tell them what it does, right? And then you add, I'm reaching out to ask for a favor. Would you consider trying it for $12.95? That's how much a go-go stick is. And then your support will mean a lot to me. Okay. And so in these scripts here, favor and support are key words because if people like you and they trust you and you have rapport with them, they'll do your favor and buy one time, right? One of our goal is to have you earn your first commission, right, as fast as possible. So then you'll have a story to share. You can say, you know what, I joined Goldasana or I joined HBN, and within 5 days I earned my first $5 or whatever your commission is, right? Not a lot, but you did join and make money. Okay. And then if you want to end it like this, you can say, thank you for considering and let me know if you're interested. Dive deeper, rise higher, or however you want to end it, and your first name, right? So these are sample texts, and you can use these. You can go to ChatGPT and even ask ChatGPT to give you some sample texts or messages to send to people. That's a great tool. But that's how you launch. All right. So for those of you who are here who has successfully launched by following this particular strategy, especially with your hot market. I know Coach Seymour, he's been in his hot market, and he's been in his hot market and warm market since he joined us. It's amazing seeing that. Linda, Jessica, that works. And we like that we like this. We like following this process because it's something most people can do if they want to do it. Okay. It's great. And because it gets results. All right. So you guys have seen this chart, your first 5 years with the company, right? And so the columns are your years, the arrow is how much time you spend building the business, and the money is how much money you earn per year. So your first year, you're new, you're attending our trainings, reading the books, you're following the best system, you are using products, educating yourself, you are showing the plan to people, you're showing the products, and you are signing some people up. Okay, not as many, not a whole lot, but you sign them up, but your income not going to be as high, which is great. Your second year, right, you are still plugged in, learning. Okay, you are sharing information about the products and the opportunity. Some of the people who told you no in your first year, they're coming back and telling you yes, because now guess what? They have some issues, right? They're being diagnosed with diabetes or pre-diabetes or high cholesterol or high blood pressure, but don't want to take the medication, and they know you are someone who has access to products that are plant-based that work. And as long as you don't quit, you can help solve their problem. So in year two, your income goes up more. Year three, you are a professional, right? Your team is growing. You are, you learn information. You're doing it. You're teaching your people, okay, how to be successful. Your income goes up more in year three. Year four, right? You're growing. You're still enrolling people. You can be more picky, right? You don't have to sign up everybody. And trust me, guys, you don't want to sign up every person that comes to you, right? Some people are just a headache and not worth the fast start commissions, right? But you have a duplication happening, right? People are duplicating, and some of them may even outrank you, but your income goes up more in year four. Year five, you're probably hosting calls with your team, doing weekly check-ins with them. Maybe do some mini trainings for them, like Coach Tina does with her group. You're having leaders, right? Who are coming up and they're taking on leadership roles, and duplications happening, right? And your income goes up more in year five. Now, what we see happening, and it's been a while since we've seen it here, but we have seen it. People join us, they have some success. Like there was someone that made over $500,000, guys, over $500,000. They got to their year three. Him and Coach Will joined right around the same time. Got to the year three, got distracted, saw some program. You can sign up and have this membership, and no aisle shippers required, and blah blah blah. You can make 4,000, whatever it was a month. So this person joins that company, okay, and start promoting it. Even mail letters to people, right? Mail letters to people, and so he took a significant portion of his downline or success team with him. And then some of them had made decent money. And so when they did that, they lost some things. Their income with HBN dropped, right? Coach Seymour got one of those letters. They lost their downline, or there's most of them. They lost their credibility, right? And then what happens is also happened was when they joined a new company, they went back to year one. And the crazy thing is, guys, they are still active. You know that? Still active and ordering. And some of the people that didn't like that, they let their accounts go inactive, right? They follow company guidelines. They went inactive and they rejoined under another sponsor who they know wouldn't leave, right? So, but so anyway, but every time you join another company, you go back to year one. That's what happened to them, and they have not come anywhere near the income they were making here because they thought it was about them. They totally discounted Paula. They totally discounted Alexandria. They totally discounted the process products and our pay plan and our teaching here. And they've struggled since, guys. Just look at if you guys see them on social media, look and see how many different things they post about. Right. So don't be that person that is starting over every 2 or 3 years, always going back to year one. And also they lost that large long-term residual income, right? So that's why we're here, right? So as far as commitment, okay, if you guys, for people who want to build a business and maximize their income, we recommend 50 BV or more with Gold Asana. Most people are at 100 BV. I have to do 100 because my wife, we use several products in my house, right? And we go through them. Main Glow, go through those. Glorious, the soap bars, the deodorant stick, we use a lot. Primal and Sun. So, but 50 BV minimum, right, is where we recommend with Gold Asana. And then 100 CV with HBN. Oh, did you guys see the bundle with the Paracleanse and the heavy metal detox on HBN? I think Miriam asked about that when we launched those the first day. We didn't know if we want to have a kit, but we have a kit for that, and that's a good deal, and that's supposed to go through the end of the month. But that's 100 CV product, right? And so those are good ones to lead with. People can get joined and they can become star bonus qualify for all the money. That's a great kit. All right, so This slide was taking me too long to get through it, so I'm not going to talk about the 10 and 20% commissions, right? So to maximize the income with HBN, right? You want to be at 100 CV every 31 days because that allows you to earn down the 3 levels in customer sales bump bonuses. You get 30%, and then on your second generation, you get another 3%. On your third generation, you get another 2%, right? And so that is how you're going to maximize the pay plan with HBN. And the great thing is to make good money, right, part-time, you don't have to be a high rank. You know, the highest, this 2023, I'm sure Paul is updating the figures from 2024, but in 2023, the highest ranked consultant made $47,000, right? The lowest made not 90, but $47,000 as a consultant. So that means they signed up one person and they made $47,000, right? And then let's talk about the binary. So in order to get the $24 payout in the binary, you know, $24 is 12% of 200, okay? And every time you cycle in the binary, the company's going to pay you $24 if you're at 100 CV. So you have to be executive. This is why we push people getting to executive so you can qualify for another part of the pay plan. So I highlight the 2023 income. The highest paid executive that year made almost $45,000, right? They made more than bronze. The bronze made about 33,000. Now silver, right, made almost $84,000, and then gold made 77, almost 77,000. And the lowest gold was $20,000. I mean, who couldn't use an extra, just part time, just an executive, $45,000 a year? I mean, I'm sure a lot of households could use this on top of any additional income that we're bringing in, or this may even replace somebody's someone's household or individual income if there's a husband and wife, right? This is good stuff. All right, so then we have the star bonus, right? And this is why I recommend 100 CV that because that qualifies you to receive the star bonus payouts and the star bonus matrix. Okay. And so, you know, for every 2 people you sign up at 100 CV with HBN, the company's going to pay you $50 every time. Okay. So if you sign up 8 people, you're going to get paid. If you sign 8 people at 100 CV, the company's going to pay you $200 in star bonus payments, plus the fast starts, right? Plus if there are any binary commissions. Okay. And then what happens when the people on your second generation, remember, we can only control as far as when we sign people up, everyone is our first generation. But when your first generation people, they sign up people at 100 CV and you have 4 people on your second generation, you get an extra $75 star bonus. They get their 50, you get 75. And then when your third generation people, right, and that comes from your second generation people signing up people at 100 CV, once that level is filled with 8 people, the company's paying you $100. On your fourth generation, once that's filled, right, there's 16 people there at 100 CV each. The company pays you $150. And then on your fifth generation, when that level is filled with 32 100 CV orders, the company's paying you $200. So that's a total star bonus payout per matrix grid of $575. And you can have multiple grids opened, which is great. All right. And so if you guys we're at the 22nd of the month, I know a lot of you guys have received star bonuses this month. So I'm not going to ask you guys to comment, but if you did, just say me. I know a lot of you guys have received at least 1 star bonus this month. All right. So then we have the rank. Okay. So this is where it takes a team, right? You're not going to do this on your own, but you get the platinum. That's where it opens up another part of the pay plan, which is the weekly lifestyle bonus. This pays every Monday. Okay, so this will pay you an extra $75 per week as a platinum. That's almost $4,000 per year. You get triple diamond, which we have no triple diamonds. We have 1 double diamond, 1 diamond. Okay, so diamond gets an extra $1,250 a week. Right, that's what $5,000 a month. Well, over $5,000 a month. That's an extra $65,000 a year for being diamond. Double diamond is an extra $130,000 a year. Triple diamond is an extra $260,000. But the minimum rank is platinum. Okay, so this is why we talk about getting to executive, and then next get to platinum so that you can qualify to receive the weekly lifestyle bonus. And remember, that's part-time, that's residual income, just like the Starbucks bonus. All right. And when on the Gold Asana side, it's simple. If you guys are ever showing the plan to somebody personally, individually, and you write this out, okay, stop at level 6, right? Because if you go down too far, these numbers down here after level 7 are going to they're going to be unbelievable. Okay. But people can't believe about down to between levels 4 and level 6. Okay. By level 6, once your matrix would go to silence field, you're going to have 1,092 people. Okay. And so you're going to earn in matrix pay, okay, at 50 BV only, not even 100 BV, that's over 3,270. That's almost $3,300 a month. That's over 39,000 miles a year. Now, if everyone does 100 CV orders, double it. Okay. But we like being conservative, but an extra, $3,300 a month part-time, that could pay people's car payments, mortgages, rents, right? That's some decent money part-time. And the great thing about it with our system, it's not necessary for you to be a sponsor monster signing everybody up. If the way the system is designed, each person signs up 3 business builders. Okay, focus on 3 business builders. You're going to have some customers, but 3 business builders. Okay, so 3 by 3. Just do that. So that's what it looks like on the Gold Asana side. So this last quote is failure will never overtake me if my determination to succeed is strong enough. And that is from a book by Og Mandino. Some of us are reading that book. And it's what's it called, the greatest salesman who ever lived, or something like that's the book. But this quote is in there: failure will never overtake me if my determination to succeed is strong enough. So always have the resolve and belief that you will never quit, right? You are going to find a way to win. Winners find a way to win, right? And so remember that quote. It's a good book. I read it one time, but I didn't read it properly. Okay, I read it straight through the first time I read it. This time I didn't know I was supposed to stop and read that one scroll every day, 3 times a day for a month. I didn't know that until this time we're doing it. But failure, right? Never let failure overtake you. So we have Facebook groups, and I've been trying to create more engagement in both of the testimonials groups. So I appreciate everyone who has commented on the post in those groups. So we have the HBN testimonials group. That's only for HBN products and the HBN opportunity. So only post your testimonials about HBN products or the HBN opportunity. Okay, we're trying to separate the groups because some people don't want to know about Gold Asana. Some people don't want to know about HBN. So we keep the group separated. Then we have the Gold Asana testimonials and information group. That's only for Gold Asana products and the Gold Asana the Gold Asana opportunity, right? And so those groups are open to anybody, just like the Drink to Drop group is for our weight loss products. So, but those 3 bottom groups are open to anyone. So invite your guests. Like, go through your Facebook list and use the invite button and invite like 10, 20 people a day to those groups. Okay. Now the first group, that's for members. Okay. So that's where you want to invite people who are interested, who are joined and want to participate in the pay plan and learn more about the products. Invite them to the Greener Gangs Family Brand Consultant and Consultant Training Group. Okay. But the bottom 3 groups, these are our third-party validation tools you guys can use. Okay, you can add people to the group. You can tag them in the post you want them to see, and then message them. Okay, and then this is our YouTube channel. So this replay will be posted on the One Team One Dream channel tonight. Coach Tina, she posts Detox Divas. I'll be a guest tomorrow night on Detox Divas. I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about yet, but I'll be a guest. I'll just follow Tina's lead. And then Coach Will, he posts all kinds of content on his channel, always good. And Coach Sonic posts the replays to the Wednesday night Coach's Corner training that happens after this training, right? So and then looks like you want to attend tonight's training. He's talking about where you're spending your time with Coach Sonic. So that's going to be happening in 10 minutes. So we're almost done here. But this is our weekly schedule. So 3 nights a week we have our leadership training. Okay, so Sunday nights Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights. Okay. And then on Mondays and Tuesdays, we have our product education. So this is where we have our testimonials on Monday, that's my favorite call of the week. My favorite call, right? And then Thursdays, we have Detox Divas, more product focused. And then we have the business overview after Detox Divas on Thursday. So this is our weekly training schedule for members and for customers and for prospects. So that pretty much concludes today's training. Let me go ahead and stop the recording.